And I could feel, and like, this freaked me the fuck out, right? I think I must have jumped a mile. It was the weirdest thing. I've never had anything like it. It goes from the head to toe, literally just...
Oh, weird.
Gone.
Did you hear someone shout your name? Did they whisper your name?
No, it wasn't a whisper. It was like a, Ben! Literally like that, right?
We are back. Welcome back to our channel, everybody, and happy Spooky Sunday.
Today, we have got a Poltergeist update for you guys, and unlike normal, where we would always have things flying on camera, this one's not quite like that. We've got a few things that have happened, but nothing's been caught on camera because nothing's been quite as explosive or anything like that. It's been a bit of a different month, which is really weird.
Yeah, mainly because Dave and Andy have left me alone and started messing around with Ben.
Yeah, usually you always hear me saying, ha ha ha, like, lol, you've got it all. But this time, no.
I'm loving it.
I got the brunt of it this month, and you're about to find out what exactly happened. So before we talk about anything...
We want to thank our newest member, who is James Garrett. Thank you for joining. You are actually our 100th member. And if you're also already a member, we want to thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, and if you're not a member yet, but you would like to be, then head down into the description, and at the top of the description, there will be a link. You can follow it all over there, and you'll find out what you get, and it's an exciting time. But before we get started, as always, get yourself a brew.
Turn off the lights.
And let's get into this Poltergeist update.
So, as I'm sure you all know, we had Richard and Emma from Paranormal Now and Sam, Psychic Sammy, come to visit. You surely know all about all of that now if you don't already.
We haven't shut up about it, so you must know. But if you haven't seen it already, we'll leave a link in the description or maybe a card up top. You can go and check out your last week's Spooky Sunday, which is just a full documentation of everything that went down when they came over.
But what I'm trying to say, and since then... I have noticed there hasn't been as much in the way of movement.
No.
And things disappearing and stuff like that
in the house.
Yeah. But there's definitely been an increase in activity aimed at Ben. I wonder why that is, though. I wonder why they've turned their attention to you. Maybe they know something.
Maybe they do. Who knows? But who knows how the paranormal works? We sure as hell don't. So one of the things that has happened that was kind of... weirdest thing for me, well, they've all been quite weird, but this is like definitely up there. We were sat on the sofa one evening just chilling on our phones after work. It was been quite a stressful day, hadn't it? So we were just really like tired, trying to unwind.
Hanging out with Jaxies.
Exactly that. And I was on one in the corner with my legs spread and I was like, yeah, this is the life. Lainey's on the other side of the sofa, curled up. Exactly that. Curled up in the corner on her phone. And I could feel, and like, this freaked me the fuck out, right? I think I must have jumped a mile. You ever had anyone like, or one of those things on your head where it kind of like does this and then it goes out like that and you're like...
Oh yeah, those like head massages.
Yeah. I literally felt something do that on my head, right? So I knew subconsciously that Lainey was nowhere near me and I would have heard her and felt her come towards me, right?
You would have seen me.
Exactly. So I knew it was one of two things and I didn't like either of them. Number one, it was a spider. And I hate spiders more than I hate the paranormal. And the second was that our invisible friends are making themselves very known.
I think it's Andy.
You reckon it's Andy?
I really do think it's Andy. I think that's a sort of cheeky stuff that he would do just to wind you up and laugh at the reaction.
But I think, right, I think that thinking about it, like obviously at the time I was a bit like... Right.
He literally started like freaking out.
I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, he jumped up as well, and he was like, "What was that? What was that?" And I was
like, literally though, right? Thinking about it, I think it was quite a nice thing that they were trying to do. Whoever it was,
like you've had a tough
day. Let me just relax you by playing with your head because I love that kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for it.
Especially when you've got nails.
Exactly. I mean, this didn't feel naily. I can't describe how it felt.
Was it cold?
I don't know. I can't quite remember if it was cold. But you know when someone's not got nails? Like, look at my hands, right? The like, end of my finger kind of hangs over the nail, right? It was like that. It was like no nail, just all like...
so just like movement in your hair, like pressure and movement.
But you could feel it on my head, like I could feel like 5 fingers on my head, and like Oh, it was the weirdest thing. I've never had anything like it. That's the only way I can describe it.
Okay.
All right, and it was just fucking mad.
You needed a cuddle after that, didn't you?
I did actually need a very big cuddle and a little walk around the block.
He sat next to me on the sofa and was like, I don't want to leave your side. And then he was like, can we just go for a walk? I was like, yeah.
I just need to get out of the house for 5 minutes.
It'll not be there when we come back.
I've been saying that for 3 years.
So that was experience number 1.
Experience number 1. Experience number 2 was actually visual.
This is honestly incredible to me because Ben has never fully seen anything. You've seen things at the corner of your eyes, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's always me that sees things.
Like full-blown apparitions.
Yeah, and I have. But Ben...
Never, ever.
No.
Never.
So, go on, tell them.
Right.
You guys, I'm so happy about this.
So, I was tired. I'd just woken up to go to the toilet in the night, right? So, I've like kind of zombie crawled around the bed to go to the toilet. Now, me, being me, especially at night, I'm a massive fan of a sit-down wee. Boys, if you haven't experienced this, you need to treat yourselves, okay? It is a treat.
I think men quite enjoy a sit-down wee.
I completely agree. And also, when I'm tired, my aim might not be the best.
Is there a toilet emoji? There is! Right. If you're a bloke and you're a fan of a sit-down wee, leave the toilet emoji in the comments section.
It can be anonymous. Even though your name's above it. But anyway, we digress. Basically, sitting down, having a wee, my eyes are like this, right? I'm like, I want to go back to bed. Anyway, I can hear footsteps like on the floorboards or the stairs. I can't quite tell because they all sound the same, right? So I thought Lainey had just climbed out of bed. She was like queuing up for the toilet.
If you don't know, we've got an ensuite in our bedroom.
Yeah, and
stairs leading up to our bedroom.
Yeah, and as I look up and out the door to look amongst my kingdom,
to observe my territory,
I see, no word of a lie, a shadow that was probably just under 6 foot, very like broad kind of stature, okay, and it's literally just stood at the top of the stairs. I couldn't really make out features because it was dark in the room, but I could see this outline.
So, do you think it was a male or a female?
Oh, 100% a male. 100%.
I wonder if this is the same as what I saw.
There's absolutely no way that it was a female. If it was a female, rugby player.
Right.
Right? That's that. This is the kind of build that this person had.
Right.
Right? Wham. Absolutely wham.
Did it hang around? Did you hang around?
This is the thing. I'm kind of staring like this, right? I'm like, I don't believe what I'm seeing, and I can't bring myself to freak out. Like, it was like that kind of shock. Have you ever had that shock?
Because it's surreal, because you can't tell am I actually seeing this, or am I not seeing this?
Think of it like a car accident, right? You've had a car crash, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you know you should be freaking out, but you're so much shocked that you can't even react to the situation.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe it. I sat there having a car crash on the toilet. I was like, but I'm like, oh my God, what am I seeing? Anyway, as I've like kind of come round, literally disappears, right? So it goes from the head to toe, literally just
weird,
gone. Fuck knows where it went, right? It wasn't like it walked down the stairs but it went doosh, doosh, doosh. It literally went
weird,
like smoke in wind.
He's so enthusiastic
smoke
about this.
In wind, people. All right, campfire go and it just goes. That's
just dispersed.
Yeah, dispersed. I don't know how to describe it, but it was so weird. Anyway,
I wanted to go on record though. A massive thank you to you for not waking me up, because I've been sleeping terribly. And I would have thought Ben would have woken me up, but I'm actually really glad that you didn't.
Well, this is the thing, right? I don't know what I saw, and I don't know if I was still asleep at the time.
Oh,
but
right.
when you're certain that you've seen something and you were awake. That's like, I remember it too vividly for it to have been a dream.
So are you saying...
I want it to be a dream.
You think it was real, but you're hoping it was a dream?
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay.
That's why I didn't wake you.
Okay.
But yeah, so the 2 experiences. This didn't happen on the same day, by the way. This was, what would you say, about a week apart, roughly? Yeah. So, give or take, I can't exactly remember. It's been a long, long month. Unreal experience. I'm fairly certain I've seen Dave. I've seen pictures of Andy.
It could have seen Andy?
No. I've seen pictures of Andy, and I know it wasn't him. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know.
We know.
Well, we know.
We know you know that we know.
Exactly. I know for a fact that I haven't seen Dave. No, I haven't seen Andy, sorry.
Right.
I'm fairly certain it was Dave. If it was either of them, it would have been Dave.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So, big, stocky build. I'm telling you,
Nice.
that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the third one, it's really weird, right? It's been an attack of the senses, I feel, from Dave and Andy this month. I've had my head touched, which is like sensory. I've had the vision, and the third one was audio.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain.
I love this.
Right, so again...
I'm just like, I'm just going to put my feet up.
Yeah, you can take a back seat. You should get out of here. So, let me carry you on for the rest of this video. Basically, for context, I was home on my own.
Always.
Well, I just had a gap in my day, so I thought I'd come home and I'll crack on with a few things while I'm like...
I don't mean you're always home on your own. I mean, it always happens when you're on your own.
Oh, yeah. So I came home to kind of crack on with a few things, like, because I had a bit of a gap in my day. And I kind of wish I hadn't, because I was downstairs, I had my headphones in, and I was just kind of pottering about the house, listening to something on YouTube, football related, about the Euros. And as I'm like kind of putting something down, I could hear something, but it wasn't the audio. Like it sounded like, you know, when you've got your podcast and you can hear me talking to you. It was like that, right? So I've taken my headphones out and like just stood there for a few seconds just to like kind of listen, and I didn't hear anything. Put the headphones back in, pottering back about, and I heard something again. It was like a muffled, like mumble kind of thing. Took it out, and I heard my name. On my life, heard my name. Like from, I don't know whereabouts in the house. I was downstairs.
Well, what do you mean you heard your name?
So...
Did you hear someone shout your name? Did they whisper your name?
No. It wasn't a whisper. It was like a, Ben! Literally like that, right?
Oh my God.
So I was downstairs in the kitchen, and it must have come from either this floor. I don't think it came from the top floor. I think it came from the middle floor, because if it was the top floor, it would have been a lot more muffled.
Right.
I think anyway, like...
I just wish I'd heard it.
It was literally like, so I could hear like a buh, and I took my headphones out. Like that's all I could hear, like a buh, right? So there's like a couple of things. I felt like there was a couple of things.
Right.
And then I took my headphones out and went, Ben! Like that. Just short and snappy.
But a male voice, a female voice, a child's voice?
Male voice, adult. It definitely wasn't a child. Definitely wasn't a female.
This is like how I described my name being called.
Yeah, but mine wasn't a gruff, kind of older kind. You described it as a gruff, older man.
Yeah, it was.
Mine wasn't like that. Mine was like, it sounded like me shouting it. It was like an echo. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's weird.
Like, it sounded like I had shouted my own name.
Oh, that's so weird.
But, like, a bit of a deeper tone. But, yeah, that was another thing that happened to me. So, I had an attack of all senses. I've been touched, I've seen something, and I've heard something.
Okay, yeah. So, those are the three things and experiences and stories that we wanted to share with you today, because I'm really enjoying the break from it all.
Oh, I'm glad that you are.
I'm glad this is your experiences that we can talk about this time.
I feel like I was telling you, but through you telling them.
Yeah, I like that.
I've kind of mentioned it to Lainey that I've had things happen, but I haven't really gone into much detail because I wanted to get your reaction for the video.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what do you guys think of these experiences?
Have you ever experienced anything similar?
Yeah, and if you have, let us know down in the comments, and let me know what you think of my experience as well. Is there something that I should be worried about by having all three senses attacked
Hardly
in a month?
Attack.
It felt like an attack.
Of course.
Invaded.
A visual attack.
An audio attack.
An auditory attack. Oh, somebody attacked me. How? What happened? They stroked my head.
That's assault.
And I like it usually.
But just not this time. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed today's Spooky Sunday, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Talk to us down in the comments. Let us know what you think of all this stuff. Subscribe while you're down there to follow us on this mental journey. And tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload to get all of the updates.
Come and join us on our social medias too. It's at Lainey and Ben across all platforms. We'd love to see you over there. It's where we update you all first. So if anything happens, you'll find it on there first before it comes to here.
Absolutely.
And all that's left to say now is thank you so much for being part of our journey, part of our team, and spook to you later.
Peace.